Hey, what's up, yo? I said y'all several times, and it does not work with my accent.
You shouldn't do it.
I shouldn't do it. No, it's offensive. It's racialist or something. I don't know. Okay. Are we good? Are you ready? You're mic'd up. Testing. Talk.
Talk. Test, talk.
That's really, really quiet.
I am quiet.
Yeah, but that's why you use the microphone as technology. You boost it all up and things happen. It's fine.
Fine, we can fix it in post.
One of my favourite viewing experiences of recent times was this old Tony on YouTube, I think. He does funny stuff. He's an engineer, or a machinist, sorry. And he had to do a reverse thread. So he cut a normal thread on one side of this bar and he had to do a reverse thread. And he said, we'll fix it in post. And he took the image out and he flicked the image in the camera, bloop, and then he had the reverse thread on the thing. Utter genius. If you haven't watched this old Tony videos, check him out. He is the man. The man, the machine, the one and only. Nobody noticed I was using...
I'm not taking a close-up of that particular screwdriver.
Okay.
Okay.
How you doing? So obviously this is the back end. This back end Instagram thing, back end thing.
Can we do
behind the scenes? This is the behind the scenes from our Instagram quick question post thing.
We're just going to launch straight into the questions, or are you going to do an announcement video story?
You want to do an announcement video?
Just do a quick one.
All right. Ready?
Ready? Yep. Okay.
Good afternoon, everybody, you fantastic people. I've just, stuff. We're doing a behind the scenes question thing. This is bad. Should we start again? I fluffed it.
Ready?
No, obviously not. I mean,
have some coffee. Or is that tea?
It's tea. It's brewing. I know there's milk and a tea bag in there and it's still brewing and it's just not allowed.
But it's not coffee.
No, it's caffeine as well. You ready? Don't taunt me.
Ready?
Yeah, no, yes.
Go.
Hey, we are doing a bunch of these quick fire 30-second questions. People have been asking questions all day. We will try and get through most of them as long as they are appropriate or amusing. I mean, you know, it's all good. Yeah. It's only like 4 minutes late. It's her fault, really. We are doing a bunch of these quick fire 30-second questions. So... okay, well, this is the behind the scenes for Patreon because you guys rule, and I think it's going to be a little bit more amusing this time. I tried to get James or Tom involved, but they are lazy in doing, I don't know, important things like paying our staff and working out invoices and things like that. You know, nothing important like being on camera and promoting the brand or anything. Hey, Tom. You just see a face go around the edge of the door. Anyway, what's up? Hit me. Hit me with your best shot. Rhythm stick.
We got background. Okay.
Somebody was listening to Johnny B. Good this morning in the workshop on repeat. Every time I walked past down that hallway, somebody had Johnny B. Good on.
That would be Paul.
But I mean, the same song. I mean, it was Paul, obviously, but hey. Yes, this is the 90-hour build. It's got strings on and everything.
Okay. What is your opinion on some guitar companies charging more for lefties?
Oh, good question.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, go.
Quite frankly, it's wrong. You should charge less for lefties and promote equality. There is nothing different in this day and age. It's mostly CNC. You flip the program around, fix it in post, and do it. I'm not
did
sure
that
if you can
wrong.
see Talitha. She went whoop as I said do it, and it just she shut me up. It worked rather well. We don't. I used to actually have a blanket discount for left-handed guitars because I really do feel that it's unfair that they can't get what they want very easily. Unfortunately, it is an incredibly small market, like bass players. Hit me in the comments. And it's not economically viable to make production guitars on spec for left-handed players. Shops do not hold them, and they tend not to sell. And it's not ideal, but there it is. But to custom order a guitar, there shouldn't be any price difference whatsoever between left-handed and right-handed, especially not if it's a production guitar that can be done on CNCs. Go.
Wrong question.
Go.
Why does it do that to me? Instagram just crashed.
Instagram literally just crashed. I mean,
Well, my app, not the whole thing.
okay, so not just the entire global Instagram. I was at McDonald's 6 months ago. Yes, this physique takes a lot of work. And I put my card in, and the system died. And ended up having to pay cash. And it turns out later it was a second or two before I put my card in, the entire UK McDonald's pay EPOS system crashed.
You broke it.
They broke it. Saw me coming and said, "Nope, Fat Man does not get another burger."
I do have a question.
Thank you. Go for it.
For a first build, do you recommend a through neck, bolt-on, or set neck? For a first build.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
I would say bolt on if you have, and only if you have, a good set of templates and a good bearing cutter. I find set neck easier. I find through neck even easier if you check out our videos on how to mark out, i.e. draw it, the break angle. Did I finish that on time?
Maybe.
That tea's quite hard. So yes, I do know that it is sacrilegious to have the milk and the tea bag in the same place while you're brewing it. You really shouldn't do this. But in my defense, we were supposed to start filming this at 4 o'clock, and I needed to be ready. But we only finished filming the 90-hour build at about 10 past 3, and then. And this is me. We then filmed the What's on the Bench between about 3:15 and 5 to 4. And you'll know that that is a relatively quick What's on the Bench. And then had to set this up. So, yeah, rather a busy day. Sup?
Swamp ash for a base body, yes or no?
Yes, of course.
Is that your answer?
Well, I was waiting for you to start filming. You didn't count me in.
3, 2, go.
Yes, of course. Swamp ash is great. It's light, as long as... so with the base, you've got a much longer neck. Don't have a huge headstock because it will drop. Have a nice long horn, and yeah, lightweight, it'll be good. There are a few things that I wouldn't use. I put the cat among the pigeons. I'm doing a talk, the London Guitar Show at... Not Kempton Park, the other one. Olympia? I'm sure they've moved it. And I'm doing a talk on, it's on the first day, earlier-ish in the morning, sort of 11-ish, I think. And I hadn't got a clue what I was going to do the talk on. And they phoned up and said, "By the way, Ben, what are you talking on?" And just like that, it was like, okay, well, I'm going to do a talk on building a brand building a guitar brand in the social media age, with a side dose of guitar design and Q&As where I'll answer anything from tone wood to, guitar design or whatever. And I just know it's going to all be questions on tone wood. Go on then.
How to stabilize spalting older, stop it from getting eaten by insects? Don't. I know what you're going to say.
don't think so.
Okay, ready? 3, 2.
Burn it and get real wood. You burn it, it's stabilized, turn it ash, the insects are dead, you've got another problem. Okay, flood it with epoxy or cactus juice, something like that in a vacuum. It works very well.
Good.
Whew. The joke took longer than the answer.
It did. Do you want to answer any tattoo questions?
That's fine.
Do you regret getting your head tattooed?
Go on then.
That's the nicest of the two.
Well, we'll do both of them. Go on.
Okay. Do you regret? Go.
Not in the slightest. Tattoos are there. They're of a time of your life. I wish that I had thousands of pounds to spend on a better artist potentially, but you know I didn't back then, and it's a part of my story. It's who I am. Yo. It's so not cool when I say yo.
Yeah. I wonder if that made it.
They're of a time of your life. I wish that I had thousands of pounds to spend on a better artist potentially, but you know I didn't. Should take up lap steel, yeah. It's who I am. Okay. Not.
Missed out the yo.
Well done. What's the other one if it's meaner than that?
Why do you have a big stupid tattoo on your head, you freak?
You freak? That's a 12-year-old, yes.
Should we leave that one out? Do
I
something.
answered it last week. It's fine. If you want to.
Nah, let's do something nice.
Fine. Right in the insecurities.
Can you make a guitar using only tools? I'm assuming they mean only hand tools,
Only
not
hand
machines.
tools, fine.
And there's
It's
another.
Like hundreds of people ask me that, and I haven't done it yet. I've only been making videos.
Well, do you
for
want to?
10
There's
years.
another question.
Feels
Hold
like 10
on.
years. How long have we been
It's
making videos for?
Similar. Too long.
2008? That's actually rather a good question.
So YouTube was born 2005, and you were an early YouTuber.
Was I?
Well, if you started in 2008.
Well,
No.
No, YouTube
2011.
must have been 11, something like that. Hold on, I've got it. Louis.
Right, this will be a fun one.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, it's still fine. Right, would you do a no electricity build, as in hand tools only, no kits, from a legit piece of wood? No electricity.
What makes a legit piece of wood?
As in you're cutting, you're not starting with a CNC'd body and neck.
Go on then.
Oh, hold on. Okay, ready? So no electricity build, hand tools only. 3, 2, go.
Legit piece of wood? Okay, we're assuming you're talking about a big, large blank. Yes, I am already stocking up on tools to do this sort of thing. Yes, I will do a hand tool only build. I will do it out of large lumber because, you know, I need the exercise. Assuming you're talking about a big, large blank. Yes, I am already stocking up on tools to do this sort of thing. Yes, I will do a hand tool only build. I'm even collecting proper saws because of that. This is nice. It's got beautiful engraving on the blade. Anybody would think I've got a weakness for tools.
Nah.
No.
No one would believe that.
A collection of tools came into the shop this morning. I tend to start most of my days at the tool shop for an hour or two, make sure they're fine, make sure they've got things to price up and put online. We add 50 to 70 tools a day to the website and eBay's and all that jazz. And these 4 boxes of tools came in, and there are 2 whole tools in it that made me sort of squirm in excitement. I have yet actually to hear whether the guys let me buy them at the price that I offered, but we'll see.
Do you want to do a top 5 luthier or woodworking books?
Well, let's answer it. Poop. Go on then.
All the books are off camera.
All the books are off camera, yeah. Campiano da Telson, Benedetto, Martin Koch, Supercars. Why have I got a Supercars book over there?
Must be James's.
The Perfect Edge by Ron Hock.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on then.
Okay, and what about that gorgeous workbench book?
The Workbench. There's a couple of gorgeous workbench books.
Ready?
No, but go for it.
Go.
Okay, Martin Koch, Building Guitars, guitar making by Campiano and Telson, which is about acoustic guitars, steel string and nylon. You want Bob Benedetto's book on archtops and Ron Hock's book on sharpening, that's 4, and my one that I'm going to write next year. I was supposed to take 2 or 3 months off this summer to write a book, and well, summer's pretty much over, isn't it? Sharpening, that's 4, and okay, Martin Koch, Building Guitars.
We'll do a proper post on those if you have those books.
At Yandles this weekend, I spoke to Tony, he's lost like 4 stone. The man's and he's keeping it off. It's incredible.
And he's really tall.
He's about my height. He's just better looking now. But he works for the Guild of Master Craftsmen. They're the guys who are probably going to end up publishing my book when I finally get it done. They've had a couple of very interesting books come out on some on carving and bits and pieces like that, but also a really, really good looking one on making ukuleles, I think it was.
Oh, cool.
But it's done like a comic book. So each step is actually hand drawn out. Like it was
a
at the
labour
show.
of love.
Yeah. It looks really good. He's sending me those and a bunch of other bits and pieces. So we're going to do a YouTube video, sort of a Wednesday video, going through the older ones because we haven't done it for a couple of years.
No, we haven't.
And then a bunch of those sorts of things. And yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Have you heard of Japanese kintsugi, repairing things beautifully?
Yes.
Next Raw series? Question mark. Answer that or
Yeah.
3, 2, go.
Yes, absolutely. Kintsugi is where you celebrate the life of the object, even if that life involves it being broken. So you'll have a vase, it gets dropped, you don't repair it invisibly, you repair it, you put gold leaf in the cracks and then accentuate the cracks because what happens to us makes us beautiful.
Do you want to do that again?
You lost it.
I lost the important part.
It's fine. No, it's just cool because I kind of started with that in the end. It gets dropped, you don't repair it invisibly, you repair it.
What was that?
It nearly stuck to you. That was light tape, sorry.
Child.
Yes. It's really awkward that you put the screen on this. There you go. Okay. The screen was sort of off, so I can't see it. I'm used to being able to see what happens with the screen, and it's giving me anxiety. No, you just moved the screen again. Sheesh,
Because there's a time limit on how long it films.
Yeah, that's why I look at the screen every now and then.
Okay.
It's got the red thing going. And it's going
Will you
it's
make
going,
a double neck
enough.
video series, preferably guitar bass?
Video series don't have necks.
Would you build another double neck as a series?
Yes,
That
I would.
sounds like a long
I would.
project.
It sounds like a long project. We could. You film it.
Not yet.
Go. Go. Filming. She's supposed to count me in, you see. And I haven't been counted in, so you're guessing.
Okay.
I'm not very good.
3, 2, go.
Yes, absolutely. It sounds like a long series, but there are ways and means. I'm actually quite tempted to take a couple of our kit guitars and smoosh them together as a double neck because, I mean, that would be cool. But yeah, one day, for sure. I think I still got more time. No? But you just put your arm up. It's like... I'm actually quite tempted to take...
Because you stopped talking. Smoosh them.
Yeah, smoosh them together. I mean, there's probably some glue involved or screws or something, but...
Masking tape and super glue guitar.
Somebody in one of the comments actually was like, Ben, hear me out. Masking tape. Then double-sided tape. Then sandpaper. No super glue. And actually that makes sense because you got the mask. If you're putting, it makes sense for leveling beams when you're putting sandpaper on, for example. Double-sided tape on the sandpaper, then masking tape, and the double-sided is holding onto the masking tape, and it comes away cleanly.
Then you peel off the masking tape.
For that thing, it's saving on super glue and accelerator and all that jazz.
And your lungs.
What's wrong with my lungs? I smoked for 10 years. Gave up when I found we were going to have a child.
What's love got to do with it?
Everything.
Okay. 3, 2.
What's love got to do? Everything. I love my life. I love guitars. I love tools. I love making things. I love teaching. I love you. I think that's where you should have cut right there because that was flowing well. Do everything.
Love the singing too.
I love my life. I love guitars. I love tools. I love making things. I love teaching. I love you. Whew. I think that's where you should cut right there. There was a little burst of energy from having some tea in our system.
I still can't believe that's tea and not coffee. What have we run out of coffee?
I do. I mean, I'm allowed to like more than one thing.
You're coffee.
The student who was building the acoustic for 2 weeks recently, he was at Yannel's.
Okay.
And he heard me complain about how dire the coffee was there. And he went back to his camper van and made me some really nice coffee and brought me a thing of coffee.
He's nice. He gave
delicious.
me his carrot cake recipe, a walnut and orange recipe, and a biscuit recipe. I got to try them.
I want to try them too, but I'm not allowed.
Is it possible to level all frets with a small file or beam and still get good results?
Niet.
Ready? 3, 2, go.
Niet. Nada. Nope. Nuh-uh. Don't try it. Seriously, even a leveling file is probably too short. You need something that's long because you do. Doing them individually, unless you use a fret, it's not. Don't. Leave it. Yeah. Post away.
Well, do you want to do an extended? You can expand on that.
You've been letting me stop at 30 seconds when I can expand on the...
Well, to expand means I have to close what I'm doing and do a proper story, so then it's not attached
No, it's
to
fine.
the question.
No, it's cool. I answered it right away with like 2 or 3 different no's. I need to learn no in many more languages. Strychnine. No. Death in any language. Sorry, it was a song I wrote when I was an angsty teen. Now I'm an angsty 30-something. Hidden. Technically, you could use a small file, I suppose, for leveling frets, but shit, it would be risky. Sorry, I don't normally swear. I swear all the time. You should hear my daughter.
Just not on camera.
My daughter is 10 and she is mean.
Does she watch your... No, she's not going to watch this.
She's not going to watch Patreon, for sure.
What's your favourite style or type of guitar to build?
A challenging one.
Haha. Yeah. Just do that.
It's not bad.
Okay, ready? Favourite type or style of guitar to build? 3, 2...
No, honestly, it's not necessarily about the final result. It's the fact that I get to make something. It's using the tools, it's making that I enjoy rather than the end result, for the most part. I'm incredibly lucky that I'm allowed to do that. It's not necessarily. I love this guitar. The fact that I get to make something. It's using the tools, it's making that I enjoy rather than the end result. No, honestly,
What's your favorite tool on a day-to-day basis, and why is it a scraper? Lol.
On a day-to-day basis,
What do you use daily? So often that you just automatically pick it up and don't even realize.
right?
Your coffee cup. 3, 2, go.
Does a coffee cup count as a tool? Seriously, I use my Leatherman all the time. I've had this thing forever, and it's a daily use. I even use it on the 90-hour build today. Come on. 30 seconds just got shorter.
Well, technically it's actually 15 seconds.
What?
I use my Leatherman all the time. I've had
I thought these things were 30 seconds long.
forever, and it's a daily use.
Instagram stories are all 15
Does
seconds.
a coffee cup count as a tool?
I told you it was 30 just to, you know, so you'd do it in the first place.
All the time.
Fuck you!
This thing forever.
Well, you didn't realize it was so short.
I knew it was really quick. I've been saying in public, in front of everybody, constantly, everywhere for the last couple of months, 30-second Instagrams. Bah!
You would never have done them in the
Completely
first place. Anyway.
Why not? 15 seconds is a challenge. I did it without even knowing. I'm amazing.
You are.
That explains a lot, though.
What
If you've got
makes,
drinking sounds in the microphone, please edit it out.
well, since you're on drinking, what makes the perfect cup of coffee? Or shall we stay on guitar related?
What makes the perfect cup of coffee?
For that, you kind of have to have your mug in hand because that's a cup of tea. Yeah?
It
3, 2, go.
depends on how long since I last had a caffeine, really. I mean, quite frankly, the perfect cup of coffee could be a cup of tea as long as there's caffeine involved. I lost it. I don't know.